Hello, hello. Ugh. Playing some Fire Emblem Three Houses today. Gonna give it a few minutes for the notification to go live and have people pop in. Don't want anyone to miss the opening. Alrighty, it's coming up on the 5-minute mark. I shall start playing in a second. For those of you watching this back in the future, I have already finished one route of this game, but I will not be playing New Game Plus. We will be starting a Golden Deer route for stream. And it'll be on and off during our Variety Tuesdays and Saturdays. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. We're just playing a casual game today. Don't need to make it any harder than it needs to be. Let me know if I have any audio issues. If not, sit back and relax. I prefer not to talk during cinematics from now on. I definitely enjoy this game far too much. Hello, hello. How's your day, evening, or night going?
Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Work. Just work. Well, I hope it's an easy day for you then.
Who are you anyway?
Not too much trouble.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Alright. Now, what are we gonna name my unit? We are playing a high fantasy game, so perhaps I will give them something of sorts. Let's go for Enyo. Perhaps. For anyone who doesn't know, Enyo is the female Greek goddess of violence and war. I, I, I don't think, I don't think, I don't think we call them itty bitty titty. It only has 8 characters available to use. I can't even use like Persephone or anything like that. And I don't think they're a part of the itty bitty titty committee. I think Blythe has plenty of I definitely would say that was ironic because they're certainly not lacking in any regards.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Let's go. Today is the 1st of the 6th, so let us go with that.
Wow, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
How's the screen recording going on your end? I'm having a little bit of input issues on my side.
Time to wake up.
And the audio? Is it too loud? Am I too quiet? How's everything going on that front?
Were you having that dream again? Massive armies clashing on a vast field,
Alright.
right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries.
How's that sound? Is that a bit better? Unlike the other game that I've been playing on stream, I can actively control it myself this time.
Battlefield is
No need
place
for
minor
mods to
things.
finangle with things. Not that I don't appreciate you.
Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
Now, I've played this game a few times over, and so I've tried my best to set up my stream elements so they don't cover anything particularly important. I don't think unlike some of the other Fire Emblems, I don't think the character portraits are too particularly important to need to see the whole of. But if anything is blocked in
What's
future,
happened?
let me know, and I can adjust better.
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
Actually, I think I might just adjust myself a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered.
And I'm sure you'll be
Not to mention the
you'll be happy, Mars,
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering
with
the situation.
Edelgard.
Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Well, for those who are at work and those who are lurking in the background, I appreciate you popping in and checking out the stream. And I hope the rest of your day, night, or evening goes smoothly. And you stay nice and toasty or nice and cool, depending on what part of the world you're in. With whom? Edelgard. The,
Let's take care of
Whitehead
these
girl.
idiots before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take...
Now, we'll skip some of the tutorials and such, as I've already played it. So there isn't too much for me to go over, so this part should shuffle along quite nicely. For those of you who have never played, unlike the other ones on the DS, you cannot pair up the characters or units as you would have previously, which allows for a lot more diversity in play.
Stay focused.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
You have a strange aura about you.
Here it is. This is Edelgard.
You say you're a mercenary,
You know.
so show me what you can do.
From my understanding, she's based on the German Empire. She's of House Black Eagle. She tends to have more of that historical consensus. Didn't you say you had a family member named Edelgard? Or know someone?
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
And I hope you stick around to find out more about the game.
Ready and willing.
I'll cut through.
Is that all?
I will prevail.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy.
All right.
Take up position inside the...
Another thing for those of you who have not played this game before, or maybe you have, this is the first time a Fire Emblem game has multiple routes, including one character. So each of the 3 students that you see here, Claude, Dimitri, and Edelgard, each have their own story routes, and they are unique enough after a certain point that it is worth playing the different routes. I've already played Edelgard's route, one half of it at least, and I'm almost finished Dimitri's route. So on stream we will be playing Golden Deer, so Golden Deer Supremacy.
Yes, good.
Now, it is a turn-based strategy. And I'm not playing it on a very difficult setting. No need to watch me die 50 million times when I'm already doing that in Darksiders.
Fine opportunity.
Bye-bye! Hope working goes well for you, Mars. Surprisingly though, when this game first came out, I was not a fan of it. I really struggled with it. Especially because it was so different. I grew up playing Fire Emblem on the DS, so Shadows of Valencia Echoes, Fire Emblem Awakening, and the copy I own is Fate's Birthright. Now, if you knew anything about those, you know they are very different games to each other. And personally, my favorite, and always will be, is Fire Emblem Awakening. So you'd think I would have liked this one, but no. I bought it, and then I ended up trading it in for another game, and then I ended up buying it again. Well, it was gifted to me, and I ended up trading it in again. It wasn't until a few years later, I think during the pandemic, that I ended up picking up a copy. Because I ran out of things to play, I ended up falling in love with it. So there's nothing wrong with disliking a game and coming back to it, or even in the end you play it again and you end up finding out you really dislike it. But it's definitely one that grows on you, and the different features that come along with it is good fun. And I love the fact that they went for that 3D art style instead of the sprite-based 8-bit, even though I do like the old school style. I cannot for the life of me figure out. That's that one. What the zoom button? There we go. It's the plus and the minus. I should have realized. It's Nintendo. The simplest answer is the most forward one. Straightforward one.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
I'm playing it on hard, so it actually matters what type of weapon that you're pairing it against. Like most strategy games, something is better than others, and it goes in your tended repeating circle of what's best. Bows can't, unless you've got a specific bow, bows can't attack in a 1 square range. And so on and so forth. And depending on what tome you have. Though this one also introduces a different system where it actually adds magic to it, whereas magic used to be a sort of, unless you purposefully class your character skills into it, used to not be a part of it. It used to be a triangle of sword, lance, and axe, and then bow and magic would be a part of their own set. But now they are officially a part of it, the triangle.
Wow, what was that?
It's definitely not as micromanagey as other turn-based strategies. It is Nintendo, so it is a little easier. But playing on the higher difficulties, it can be fun to min-max or just mess around with the different classes. This rerun feature is really useful. They introduced it in 3 houses and they kept it in Engage, which is the newest one currently. Though I don't know what's up with the audio in these cutscenes. Don't know why it's so quiet. So I apologize, anyone. You'll have to hopefully be able to read the subtitles.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name, and just like that it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey!
Spicy
That child
ethereal
just
entity.
saved your life. And what does that make you? Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Now, most of these options are just fluff. The point is to gain relationship points with whoever you're talking about. Think old school, like Otama style, intermingled with JRPG turn-based strategy. So it doesn't really matter what you pick unless you're vibing for a relationship with a particular person. Having a better relationship means that they fight better together, and also there is the ability to pursue different people for a romantic option.
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps... Of course! I must turn back the hands of time! Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Also, for the chat that's lurking about, I've added some new commands, so hopefully it should work this stream. If you type commands, it'll send you to a link that'll allow you to see all the different abilities available, which include PC specs, my gaming buddy, information about my VTuber, and a link to my Discord. Just type !Discord for that one to be easier, or type !commands to find everything.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
I do love Geralt's botheredness. He seems to constantly just be slighted by everything.
Captain Gerald, it is you.
The man just wants to live in peace in the woods.
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye.
Hello, boastful.
Right. Goodbye, Captain.
It was like only yesterday that we spoke with each other.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Yes, truly it does fly. For those of us joining us, we are playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm going for the Golden Deer route. So that would be Claude's house for the story.
What's troubling you, Captain?
Oh.
You aren't about to run off again,
It says
are you?
Darksiders?
Even
I thought I updated it to
Knights of Saros.
Knights of
say...
Saros. They do seem rather skilled. It seems your presence is required. Get going.
Alright, let me see if I can...
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live.
Is it just my, my category, or is it my whole stream that says I'm playing, Darksiders? Because I swear I updated my title card. The category, yeah. One moment then, while I have this technical difficulty. Alright, there we go. The category should be updated. I don't know why on Streamlabs it is telling me that it's been Fire Emblem this whole time, but via Twitch it was saying that it was Darksiders. So thank you, mods, for catching that out. Because on my end, I could not see that.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Yes.
Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garreg-Mach
Let us
Monastery.
gather all
We
the
were doing some training exercises when those
FE
bandits
nerds.
attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
And much like my Darksiders playthrough, I am playing through Three Houses and engage in excitement for the eventual release date of Fire Emblem Fates Weave, I believe it's called. That is the newest one announced earlier this year that will be available on the Nintendo Switch 2.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate
Yeah, it
between
was
your
back in
princes.
the
I wonder how being completely
April.
predictable affects
It was back in
physical
the no, it was actually back in
Personally, it's the embodiment
December's
of distrust.
Nintendo
I'd say
stream.
little exchange
They
speaks
gave us a
volumes.
trailer and then they officially gave us more in April.
Tell me, are you actually incapable
It just
of
says
speaking for
2026
or
at the
is your lack
moment,
of
but
self-awareness a
usually
condition
this
of
game
success?
is around October to
In any
December
case,
that it
forgive our
releases,
digression.
if it does not release
I will
earlier in the
speak
year.
with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground
Yeah.
against the bandits' leader was captivating.
It promises to go back to the Three Houses storyline, and I know that some people had trouble on the
Your skill is
original
precisely why I
Switch
must
when
ask
playing
you to
Three
consider
Houses.
lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's.
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition.
Yeah.
The Holy Kingdom
As much
of
as there
Mars
is a
an
massive
entire
Discord
league of
about
exceptional individuals
discourse
who
about the
serve.
Switch 2,
Please,
especially
consider
now
returning to
that the
King
Steam
League.
Deck has been raised in price.
There, you
It's
two
definitely a good
shy
consideration.
Trying to
Even
recruit
if you have
someone
one, like
just
if you've got a standard
tactless, really.
Switch,
I was
going to
personally
the
planning
2
to
is
develop a
great.
deep and lasting friendship
There
with
are
the German captain of
some
monastery before
mishaps
moving
with
to
it.
Fairs. But it seems there's no time
Like
for niceties in this
Monster
world.
Hunter Stories, the
So,
original,
capable stranger,
there's an
let's get
audio
right to it.
dysync with it,
Where does
so
your
you have to
allegiance
play
lie?
it on an OLED or a standard.
It seems one's place of birth is quite
But otherwise, it runs a lot smoother for a lot of games that have trouble with.
You may take your pick. Well,
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
Yeah, it's especially nice because I own Dreamlight Valley.
you know, each of the three
I played
is
Dreamlight
most
Valley on the
unique.
Switch, and I only more recently got it on PC, so when I got the Switch 2, it ran a lot smoother. Unfortunately, that game has a lot of processing to do at once. Yes, yes it did. Cheeks is an ample descriptor.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
Now, one of the things, as much as, like, mentioned before, I did not like this game when it came out. It took me getting it, like, 3 different times and a pandemic before I actually played it and enjoyed it. But the one thing that really annoys me about this, with all the voice acting and stuff like that, they don't even give the main character, like, an internal monologue. They just have the dialogue boxes, while everyone else voices. Like, I understand the idea that they're supposed to be mute. It would be nice if they at least had, like, a internal monologue.
Part 1. White Clouds.
Especially because they still make, like, the fighting noises, like when they get hurt or they attack. I think maybe it was the decision, because the character is a mute, that maybe the decision was to make it unanimous, so because you can't customize the character like in the last 2 FE games, Awakening and Fate. So maybe to give some control back. And again, this bit, for some reason, doesn't have a dialogue either.
The continent of Phobos, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling
There is the ability to get outfits in Engage, but your base character, it's a choice of male or female based on whatever design that you pick.
The Adrestian Empire
Much like Blythe here in Three Houses.
is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
But yeah, the most is like a hair accessory and an outfit. And if you have the amiibos, you can get outfits specific for male or female gendered. Like you can get Corin's outfit for females in
Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil,
Engage from Fates, or you can get male Robin's outfit. Or no, sorry, it's Crom's outfit. Crom or Mars' outfit, I think. It's Mars' outfit for the female protagonist. And then you've got it's all gendered. Yeah, it's very much like this game, where it's an outfit determination. The only ones that have the full-on character customization is Awakening and Fates. Though Awakening does very much, like, you can be any class that you want, but they do sort of focus on tactician and tome wielding. But it's Fates that gives the overworld class, and then in this, that you then get to explore that even better. Like, what I like running through as a war monk or a brawler. Yes. In the previous games, it used to be gendered. You'd have war cleric for females, and they would be
It's
more
been
tended
years since I'd
towards
last set eyes on
axes
this place.
and
I'm forced to see her now.
you are
I've
more
never
towards
spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here.
yeah,
I reported to the Archbishop.
some of them like
Lady Rhea.
soulless scenes have voice acting, but it's been a little bit, but I can't remember whether those other ones have voice acting or not. Could just be an audio issue that I didn't know about for the Switch 2, because the last time I played it on the Nintendo Switch OLED. But I don't remember.
As you know,
I don't remember them having voice acting. It's kind of chop in changes.
The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization
Please do.
is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setif. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time.
Though,
Gerald.
at least with the voice acting, we actually know how to pronounce the
Was it
names.
the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has
Like,
happened since we
Eloise,
last spoke.
Eloise
So I see.
would I would have say Aloy, because that's similar to how it's spelt in Horizon Zero
For
Dawn.
many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald,
For those of you just joining us, I'm not sure if you heard the tinkle of a bell,
You want me to
but once
rejoin
again,
the
the gaming
Knights
buddy
of
has
Ceros,
joined.
Don't you?
In fact, if you want to know more about them, exclamation gaming buddy.
I had
I'll
expected
give you a
that
little bit of
Alois would
information
already
about the
ask
wondrous
this
pet
of
that I have with me.
I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Ceros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well. Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you
So I
are.
was right, there isn't any
No.
in those cutscenes.
I'm not the one.
Maybe they were made last, so they didn't have time for the actors or something. I know there was a lot of difficulty with the production of this game. Like, a lot of content was cut.
I don't know what she's thinking.
Same with
bringing a
Engage.
professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
But it wouldn't be Nintendo if there wasn't weird.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Like, the new Legend ZA, I would definitely say it would benefit from voice acting.
A Crest scholar and professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if
Oh, I'm
you
sorry
get
to annoy
Crest
you,
at
but
all.
have you got any chance?
When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you. Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I
which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
The Black Eagle House is for
Hear any
students
noises in
from
the background? It's
Odessian
most likely
Empire.
my gaming
Their
buddy.
house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess.
But
who
yes,
is in
it's
line for the
definitely,
next emperor.
it's definitely weird. It's like, as I was saying, the Legend ZA, the new Pokemon game, the high quality cutscenes with the subtitles and the mouse moving, but no audio.
Lastly, there is the
It's
Golden
quite
Deer
awkward.
House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that, but I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow. But that should get you going. Good
Yes,
luck.
she is single, and she's actually a dateable in the,
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing
in the
a student
grand
a
scheme of the
child,
game.
no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying.
It's
comes
definitely an
naturally.
interesting concept,
There's
as
fear in me.
Blythe's
This
age
angel
is,
is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
ambiguous, so you can have younger and older romances. Like, a lot of the students and stuff, especially the ones graduating, are supposed to be around the same age, so about 17, 18. But then there's a time skip which makes them older, about 20 to 25, I think is the different age ranges.
They have
the
my
units.
trust. Let that be
But then you've got the
enough for me
teachers as
well.
well.
More importantly, I have received a report
Like,
from
Sedith,
I am
Manula,
increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious
I've already
signature.
forgotten how to pronounce his name,
We cannot ignore those who
Eloise.
harbor ill will toward the church,
um,
especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
some of the adults that are romanceable.
Great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
There is also, so... no, the teachers... the teachers unfortunately don't change much. Maybe they add a few wrinkles. But it's mostly the kids who change in appearance. Though I believe there are a few extra characters, like Juriza, one of the other teachers that you can find. And I think one or two other teachers are romanceable. But there are definitely some questionable choices. Like, there is Cyril, or Sybil, I think his name is. He's like 12 or something before the time skip. And then he's like, I think the time skip's quite a few years, so he's like 18 or something by the end of it, and he's a romanceable option. So definitely has some questionable Nintendo content, but definitely not as bad as some other titles. Don't even get me started on Fire Emblem Fates. Yeah, well, Japanese, if you pick Birthright for Fates, there is an on and off thing about whether you're actually siblings with that root of people, because there's a bunch of them that are questionable. Now, as I've said previously, I am skipping through tutorials and stuff as I've played this a few times. It wouldn't be Nintendo if it wasn't. And that's why we're tagged 18 plus. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But yes, I'm playing on my profile that has already finished Edelgard's route. So maybe in future I will pop up extra routes of those, as there is a secondary route for Black Eagles. And then you have your Golden Deer and your Blue Lions. Currently I'm going for the Golden Deer route. It is the one route that I haven't finished in its entirety. Blue Lions, I've almost finished it. Each one has its own unique story once you hit the time skip, and it is very much well worth playing each individual one, and it also determines what units that you have available to you, very much like Fire Emblem Fates. I did not go with a New Game Plus save, perhaps in the future I shall, for the next Black Eagle route. Keep your eye on my YouTube or future variety streams for that. Yeah, depending on, like, easy, you can finish it probably in under 10 hours if you take it slow. If you're being very specific, I think I finished it in 5. Not focusing on anything.
I assume you are already aware.
And if you play on the harder difficulties, like I played the DLC content on the harder difficulties, and it certainly knocks you around if you aren't over-leveled or no rock beats paper. Sorry, paper beats rock. Even I don't know that. Good lord. But scissors beats paper, paper beats rock sort of situation. You will get your ass handed to you. Because we all know in reality, rock beats paper.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the
Just
role.
don't mind the blood on that rock.
Dust up with the bandits.
Nothing to see there.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Well, that rock is now an accessory to murder. So, Rocco no longer has a family. Rocco no longer exists. Have you, I don't know if you're on social media much, but that's been making rounds again. I was gonna say, Elmo is definitely a mood when it comes to Rocco. And as usual, as a massive animal lover. Yes, I said Elmo. No, I said Elmo. I think it's Emily, I think it is. He has to look after Rocco, which is one of his Muppet friends, Pet Rock, and it gets stolen by the dog. It's where the audio, Rocco! No! Come back! Oh, wait, Rocco, no! Wait, it's where that comes from. It's from a Sesame Street bit.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become.
I believe it's also where the crash out audio for "It's Just a Rock" comes from as well. One thing I did like, if you've never played this game before and you don't understand stacks and stuff, is that each house leader will give you, like, right now I'm looking at Edelgard, But if I pick one of the others, like Casper, it'll then pop up his starting stats.
He has no inheritance
so that you have
which is
more
perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's
more
very
understanding
energetic
before
and
you pick a
rushes
route,
headfirst
because
into any
in
battle.
Fates you kind of
He
just
ends up
blindly
winning.
went in based on whatever story that you wanted. And there are certainly some classes that are a bit lackluster there, whereas I found they made up for it here. And even adding strengths and weaknesses to the actual character itself that have nothing to do with the class also helps. So there is a bit more thought, so you don't just min-max the characters too. Like, Casper has a weakness for bows and stuff like that. And it means that he learns archery at a slower rate. Though by no means. Casper as an archer is fantastic because of some of his other stats. But it's nice to be able to determine this stuff before having to pick and having to restart the game over and over again. Oh, do I have to...
So, I never properly introduced myself, did I? I am the princess, and I wonder if you... I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Blackie?
Oh. There may be a few blunders, as I am currently still learning my way around a Pro Controller.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone.
So, Boastful, tell me, have you played Three Houses yet? I know you've played some of the older games.
With my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Only Awakening.
Yes.
I guess now that you have a Switch 2, we should get you acquainted with the newer games. I definitely recommend it with the new one coming out to catch up at least on Three Houses. Engage is hard. Like, I grew to like Fates and Three Houses after playing it a few times and getting into the groove. But Engage definitely takes a lot of a very different approach. They went back for the more kid-friendly. In fact, you'll probably find me playing it occasionally on our Nintendo Tuesday variety streams, which will be tomorrow evening. It'll be a longer stream, probably 8 hours, from the afternoon to late evening.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as
Well,
the
then
others.
I can hope you can join for the second half of our variety day.
More about anyone?
Like, I'm aiming for this stream to be about 6 hours, so I think for the first 2 and 3 I will be playing this, and then I will switch over to the Ruin Factory Guardians of Azuma. If you can't stick around for Guardians of Azuma, it'll be the first game that I'll be running through tomorrow, or it can be the second game, depending on how much we decide to hop, skip, and jump between games tomorrow. As it will be a longer stream. Perhaps people can put in requests if you exclamation Discord and give me a suggestion for a Nintendo game, and we'll see if I have it.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or
Thank
so
you, thank
learning
you.
about each other little by little.
I appreciate your support, both as a mod and a viewer, and for those who are lurking and listening, or those who are watching without listening, I thank you very much for joining me in this adventure.
Piqued your interest, have I? But what?
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said,
In particular, as I said, I've played Edelgard's route and I've played part of Blue Lions.
Talk about his noble obligations ever
So it would be interesting to see what... Let's hope, let's hope.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit
Yeah.
arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm planning to do a really long stream. I'm aiming for 8 hours through the afternoon into the evening. And doing a bit of Nintendo variety, as I said. It's Nintendo Tuesdays, as I'm liking to call it. So my variety games will be Nintendo based. And then on Saturdays, it'll be just general variety that includes online multiplayer on the PC and Nintendo games. Or maybe even of a console if I have the time.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that,
Now,
he's
Monday
just about the
streams
most
aren't
cheerful guy
guaranteed.
I'll ever
This
meet.
stream
His
is particularly
passions
special.
are
I just felt like hopping on and sharing
Actually, that's about it.
some gameplay. But Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays are the planned streams. Sundays is currently reserved for Darksiders. And yes, it is, if it is very much possible to stream them. Yes, most of my VR games are on my PlayStation, so I can in fact stream them via PlayStation to my PC.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like despite all that,
Nintendo, is there something you want to say? Like, can we find this man a fitting shirt? He's in a noble academy, like, you think he would have a better attire. Those buttons are awfully tight. Good lordy.
he's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
That's quite a great observation, considering Raphael can constantly be found at the mess hall and talking about food.
Lysithia is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
The good thing, another thing about Claude's interactions with these scenes is they actually help you talk to them. As I mentioned before, there is an Ultima style choose your own dialogue occasionally when it comes to the characters. And these little snippets, as you listen through conversations or you listen to Claude, it'll give you incentives for what to pick. But you can pick whatever you want depending on how you want to play your character. It just depends on if you want to get all buddy-buddy with them or not. Already a pro. Pro at what? Pro at unfinished at buying games and leaving them unfinished?
All I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Gon.
Now, something else that I also like interesting about these. I saw you on that Path of Exile. I know you have that unfinished RE playing in the background. But another thing about this game that I haven't mentioned yet is, unlike Fates, you can actually, before the time skip, you can actually introduce some other house characters into your route. So there are characters that are very specific to each route, like Duncan, who belongs to Dimitri in the Blue Lions route cannot be recruited, but people like Hilda, Ignatz, and Marianne, obviously the three house heads cannot be recruited. And so on and so forth. And you can actually introduce them into the game, but it requires you having particular stats. You'll get there. You'll get there.
I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery.
To continuate what I mentioned earlier, I am playing this on a profile that has completed a route and including the DLC. So as we go along, perhaps at a later date released on YouTube, I will play the Cinder Shadows DLC, wherein you get to meet the 4 extra characters in their main in their own storyline that's connected to the main story. But since I've already completed it, I will be able to recruit those characters into this game regardless, which is where one of my favorite characters, Balthazar, comes from. Some of my favorite characters are Felix and Sylvain. Felix is a great swordsman. Ash is also a fantastic archer if you level him up correctly. And Sylvain is a good cavalier.
I appreciate your effort.
So I might see if I can try and recruit them. Which is also where New Game Plus comes in. Is that you get the ability, you keep your stats from your previous run, so you can recruit more and more from the other houses as you go along. I don't know if there's more than one New Game Plus, but I know there is a Lunatic Plus, just like Fire Emblem Awakening, for game difficulty. And you can't do it right now, but in future, you can feed the animals. There are many cats and dogs around. Lunatic Plus is basically a nightmare difficulty. I don't think it's called Lunatic Plus. I think it's maybe Hard Plus or something in this one. I haven't played this one on the higher difficulties, but Fates and Awakening you have casual, normal, and lunatic. Lunatic is your hard setting, and then you have Lunatic Plus, which is a nightmare setting. And basically it means that your hit chances are slimmer, and the enemies hit harder. And you have to think a lot more about your classes, specifications, and doing extra missions and all that.
Please do not forget.
Again, I don't remember if there's specifically a lunatic on here, but I'm pretty sure there is something above
Are you that mercenary?
hard.
Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
But yeah, but basically Lunatic Plus is once you beat Lunatic, you unlock the ability to play the game
I look forward to seeing more of you.
in a even harder state, like Nightmare.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
There is not a thought behind his eyes.
What do you think?
Yes, the lights are on, but nobody's home. I cannot figure. There we go. Apparently I'm in the same boat at the moment. Can't even... Can't even remember which button opens the map.
Your time at the academy thus far. I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is...
I shall reiterate again that I am going with the Golden Deer, but if you wish to see me play others in future, keep up the support on the channel, or follow my other social media. Maybe even tell me how much you like it in Discord. Keep an eye on Twitch or YouTube for that VOD or even a Let's Play of the other routes.
So you have chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct? Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No.
You know, one
no,
thing,
it's nothing.
I know there's a side story, I haven't yet done it, but
This is
Why
our
does-
newest professor at the academy.
Oh my.
why does Flan suspiciously look like both Seth and
Pleased to meet you, Professor.
the Archbishop?
I am Seth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to
It
make your
seems
acquaintance.
suspicious.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well.
Also, I love how cohesive the
Please
designs
do not
are.
disappoint the Archbishop.
In, like, Awakening, they're a very specific set. No, because the different shades, like, she has Seth's green shade of eyes, but then she has the Archbishop's same shade of green hair.
Professor?
Like, perhaps they're related in some way, like cousins or something, but I've never figured it out.
Sorry, I didn't mean that the way it
And the
sounded.
story later on with them
You'd be
also,
open to joining the Knights.
Don't tell me.
they could have
You chose
died.
this
True,
class
true.
just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words
They
more
truly
carefully.
worship the Archbishop enough that they want to assume their identity. It's always the quiet ones you gotta watch out for.
Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
See, again, that line,
Truly marvel at the exceptionality
you're
of this
close in age, but it's supposed to be ambiguous. And some of, like, Manula, I think, is, like, in her 30s.
I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
So,
Really as strong as they say?
quite the cougar if that were the case.
I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Saros.
I heard.
So tell me, Boastful, how's your night going tonight?
It's simply not possible. The captain? Who are you talking about?
What about the rest of chat?
Captain
How's your
Gerald,
night,
of course.
day, evening going? Where are you
Former
from in the
captain of
world?
Knights of Saros
I
and
appreciate you
famous
lurking in the
mercenary.
background. Don't feel the need to talk if you don't want to.
It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Gerald deserves nothing but respect.
Well, someone's a suck up to my dad.
After working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have
Ugh,
high
dreaded
hopes for
work
our
tomorrow.
professor. Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just
Lysithia.
because of their
That's an
lineage is
interesting
a
name.
bad idea. Don't you agree,
Also, what is going on with
Wait to see what
Hilda's
tactics you
pigtail?
learn from the captain.
A battle?
I think it has a mind of its own.
Something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I'm more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. If there's no meat involved, it's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to
Raphael,
my
I think that can be mistaken in more ways than one.
As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll
I don't
find
know.
leaders and commoners
Maybe?
alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey,
I was gonna say, I think
life
each
works
house
out,
is
right?
based on... I think the entire game of Three Houses is based on European. So I believe Blue House is your classic British. Lancaster is your Italians and your more exotics. And then Edelgard is the German Empire. Hence the name Edelgard. See, chat, if only I could get 1,000 golds in real life.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Hanneman's also,
You don't know about
romanceable. I
crests?
think that's his name.
Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding.
Speaking of boastful,
I suspect as much.
if you're on
yes,
PC,
but we won't
you
know
might
for
be able
sure
to
unless I
attempt
look
the new
into it.
commands that I have set up.
As I said, crests are passed down through
Hopefully
the
they're working this stream. I tested them earlier,
just because someone
and they were
carries
doing
a
just
crest
fine. For the
does
rest
not
of those
necessarily
watching,
mean their
you
descendants
also
will
have
inherit it
access
as
to
well.
it if you go exclamation mark command. It'll give you everything available to you.
End up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself.
It has an S on
after
the end of
all.
it. It's there you go.
I most strongly disagree. There absolutely is a need. My crest research is of critical importance to the church, I'll have you know. Since you are now a professor here, I must insist that you aid in my research. Of course, there are those who lack the foresight to aid in my endeavors, such as that stubborn Seth. But such individuals are
Yeah.
a rare exception. Now then,
Though I think commands
please
have to be
go
done
ahead
by
and hold
themselves.
out
You
your
can't do them
approval of this
mid-sentence.
device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Well, today's stream is probably going to be a lot slower as I play a turn-based RPG. and then a simple JRPG hack and slash with some town building elements.
Pay careful attention.
Don't be afraid to chill, relax, put this on in the background while you do study or doom scroll on social media. Now again, I do have DLCs and extras for this game. Oh, that is not the outfit that I picked. Hello? There we go.
These are the students'
Take your
quarters.
time.
To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I...
Yes. Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal. As thanks for
Didu
your service to His Highness.
Didu is one of my favorites. Definitely enjoyed his storyline when it came to the Blue Lions.
Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well. You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach? Students and teachers of the... That means as you... If you have... You can... I hear that the bulletin board... Far... If you don't... Here at the... Another...
So, about the mock battle, as a fragile maiden, I'm useless in battle.
The irony of Hilda saying that she's a maiden, yet I'm pretty sure Hilda carries a massive battle axe. I'm pretty sure that was Edelgard and Orbit in the background there.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you, if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Well, they're extremely cocky.
I, was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Oh.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea is quite the beauty too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the
Always
officers'
boastful
academy.
when you need him.
There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see.
I will definitely say Sylvain pre-time skip definitely is punchable.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Now, unfortunately, the DLC characters aren't available right away. You do have to wait a couple of chapters before the area that they're in unlocks. This will be slower gameplay. While I don't intend to min-max everything, I do intend to at least do some of the side stuff. That includes fishing, cooking, and doing inane activities, and talking to the different companions.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of
So
the year
please,
for maps. I could just forget
sit back,
all about
relax,
my assignment.
play your game, study, grab a drink, eat your food, and have a wonderful time just chilling while I play the game. Monday streams are rare, but won't be unusual. If you wish to see more of this game, tune in tomorrow for Nintendo Tuesdays, where I'll be doing a longer stream where it's a variety stream for Nintendo-based games. Such games include Fire Emblem Three Houses, Fire Emblem Engage, Ruin Factory 3, 4, and Guardians of Azuma.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe
If I
something will
can
catch
get
your eye.
to him, Ash is definitely a strong archer. I'm definitely going to try and poach him from the Blue Lions for this run.
My thanks.
Now, herbs and such are only for really cooking. There's nothing super special about them. You can get flower herbs that give you the ability to
Goddess, I pray to
gift different
you.
flowers to people. They made a rather in-depth, building upon what Fates introduced, building companions interactions up. You'll find lost items through the various chapters for the different houses that you can gift to them, and then universal gifts that you can pick up. Again, Felix is a wonderful swordsman. I'll see if I can also poach him from the Blue Lion's house.
I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Possibly also pick up Bernadette or Dorothea. Dorothea becomes can become a songstress, so she's essentially similar to a dancer.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Oh, excuse me there. Now, your professor level is basically a reward for being able to encourage you and be able to do things around the semi-open world area.
I knew I could count on you.
I do love that unlike the earlier editions that they did choose to expand upon the game. I especially love these little sections. It gives a good break, especially when you're playing harder difficulties and you just want to do fights. Welcome back! This game is on a timetable, unlike the other Fire Emblem games where you are based on whatever you want to do that's available to you. The game got fishing, literally, in this game. And about 5 seconds ago, when I unlocked the ability to do it. Now, just like the gardening, the fishing is mostly for gifting to people. Gifting it to animals. Occasionally those animals will give you things. Certain resources. Sometimes they'll have rarer resources, depending on what fish you give them. Or sometimes they'll just have a random little gift that they'll bring to you for feeding them. You cook different meals. Later on you can cook with people to gain renown levels with them. Or you can do custom meals, so if you don't like who's available for the meal of the day is always 1 point and free of ingredients, so you can pick out a list of that. Or if you choose to create the meal using resources that you own, you can pick particular people to level them up. Now, leveling them up, as you see later on, will increase their happiness, which then gives you more points to train them in their particular stats. Unlike previous games where they just level up normally, defeating enemies and such, in this, you teach classes alongside that to help boost those numbers quicker. If they like that skill, it'll go by far faster and you'll get more points in it. If not, it will take longer and it'll be slower. There are some people out there that if you do want to reclass them elsewhere, if you do want to play on harder difficulties, like leveling Casper to be an archer, even though he has the weakness with bows, he hits quite hard with them, especially when he levels up his class to one of the advanced classes.
You have helped me so much.
Now, Renowned is at the same time, along with Professor Points and Renowned, are two separate things. Renown, I believe it's something else for character-to-character relationships, but Renowned is a specialty points that in previous games just allowed you to unlock extra features as you played along the game, like a Seraphim Robe, which is the item that allows you to get, I believe it's an extra movement point, and stuff like that. You would pay Renown for that, whereas in this, it actually ranks specific things. There are 4 statues in the second level, which will be unlocked later, that you spend the Renowned at to level particular traits. Like, you might want to level your Lancer up, you might want to be able to move more, do more damage with a sword. And again, this all carries over to New Game Plus, so you can continue on from where you left off. Yes. What question would that be? Sorry about that, boastful. No, there won't be any tests for us, but there certainly will be exams for the characters in order to pass their different class certifications. I just simply enjoy the Fire Emblem games a lot and have played Three Houses quite a few times. And just enjoy rambling and talking about it, informing anyone who will listen. Hopefully some of it will be helpful for some people. Others, I hope it's just nice, monotonous sound in the background while you study. Might just save, just in case. And Let's see, I'm pretty sure there is one higher. Let's get it off. Off. Now I wanted to see if I could find text speed. There is unfortunately no text speed change. That's a little sad. See, why do I have? It's not my person. I want to find that out.
Hey there.
Hi.
Oh. How's it work?
Okay.
We'll do a little bit more talking and then we will get to our
I trust you're eager to
next
face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it
next
lasts.
calendar week.
Soon you'll wish you had chosen.
If you continue to insist on distracting me,
Hubert,
I will
not
have no
Norbert.
choice but to
I
get
don't know
rid
where
of
I
you.
got Norbert from earlier.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was
They
the
had a
natural
teacher run
replacement.
away.
I was surprised
You know,
when
that's
were
the
suddenly appointed
only
professor instead.
that's the only part of dialogue they ever mention of that other teacher. Like, what made them run away?
What? I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
Well, he was rude, and maybe maybe if I had a hair, I could flick it behind my shoulder. He's got potential. The unfortunate thing about being a cactus, you can't exactly you can't exactly flirt easily. Hey, I take that slight to heart. I didn't exactly choose to be a cactus. I wasn't born this way, but I certainly didn't expect the spell to go awry. I don't know why my left bumper wasn't working there. Thank you all for being patient as I have shuffled my way through this.
Much appreciated.
But now we get on to some combat. Though I do hope for future of this game that you are here to just enjoy the chill. That way it's easy to interact with chat and just have fun. Later, it's more of a dating sim.
Time for a mock battle, eh?
First, you have to violently beat up some children.
Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach? obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs. Yeah, wink, wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right?
I do love how different the personalities are. It doesn't matter the Fire Emblem games. There's always a distinctness to each character.
As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well,
Oh my god,
fascinating
Claude.
conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
Spoken like a true merchant there, Claude.
Out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down. Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now so they won't see it coming.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking
I would
the
love
initiative
one day to
acquaint
cosplay
yourself with
Manula.
the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting. I'm sorry, professors. It's about time.
Her
I
outfit
returned
is
to
so
my training
plain but
field.
interesting at the same time.
Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
And one of the most useless but entertaining features of this game of all times is the gyro moves your little character across the loading screen. Yes, it's truly a fantastic feature. Absolutely necessary.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
I feel like there's a little bit of favoritism there.
I got this. Ready and willing.
Who, me? Stay focused.
I stand ready.
I will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
Do you have Lady Edelgard's permission to? I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you, Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
It depends on which mode you're playing. I'm not playing classic. I am playing newcomer, so the units
We will use the
won't
force to
fall.
ambush our enemy.
They'll come back next chapter.
I'm counting on your support.
That was nothing.
I did not mean to click that.
If they're waiting in the forest,
Another thing about this game that isn't the same as others is that you don't pick a bane or a boon, a strength or a weakness. You are whatever they choose to spit out. There is no difference between the difficulties that I know of. So you have to work a little bit harder if you want to level a particular stat. I don't know if it's random. I'm pretty sure everyone has a base stat, particularly. Like base stats and sets. For the characters themselves, not necessarily. If you're playing a battle and in the case your character is constantly missing for no reason, in this particular case you can. But other such stats are not. Again, I think they're set stats based on whoever's the character is what. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, leveling isn't like you have your class levels that help you with your stats. But unlike the other games, you have the ability to advance your weaponry a lot faster. So like when later on I get the ability to just teach a sermon or go watch someone else do a sermon, I can level up swords faster, I can level up white magic, dark magic, depending on what the option is.
So strong.
But yes, I think it's like any other game where your class determines what's leveled. But it's not as outwardly stat based on easier levels. I could just be talking out of my ass, but from what I understand of the game, it's a little bit different to the other ones. It's a lot easier, which then is dumbed down even more in Fire Emblem Engage. Now, I do have to be careful. Dedue is nasty with his axe.
I am the son of House Iron. You can't compete with me.
I lost to him quite terribly when I played the Black Eagle's Root.
You are performing as expected. Two houses at once? I will admit that is favorable for us.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
That was lucky. Well, he's a tall guy.
Fool yourself into believing
It's
I will hold back.
quite easy to go below the waist. Look, from the conversation before, we know Claude isn't exactly,
Princely Claude. That didn't get to him, huh?
Well, I mean, if you shoot the artery in the groin, it's a bit harder.
I expected
The bigger area to hit, man.
my training was.
Be mindful.
I suppose it would be.
As far as I can go.
You didn't give it your all.
I think that was a little mean from Blythe. You didn't give it your all. What way to encourage your students there?
I think not.
Why did they heal? I don't think I've ever seen that one. Oh, poor Lorenzo. Goodbye.
Impossible. How could I lose? Good to go.
Look at that. Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what. But you
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it?
to shock was your intention.
I'm not done.
Forced to retreat.
Oh, goodbye.
Guess that's it for
I'm not doing well to show off my my big brain skills here.
As expected.
Yeah, unlike other games, as I was saying, where spellcasters were weaker to physical weapons, they are quite nasty. I do like the introduction of the combat arts. It does break your weapons. faster, but it is really useful in chunking out health.
Careful now.
I don't think I would survive that. But we can always chunk them down for Claude. So actually, let's see if we have any extras in the convoy. We do. I feel like that was a bit of a waste there.
Be mindful.
Normally the NPCs are a bit better at that.
You didn't give it your all.
At least the last couple of times I've played it. Maybe it's something to do with the harder difficulties.
Hey, you didn't compliment me like that when my class won last year.
It's your call.
But yes, for once in this game, spellcasters are
I nearly wound up
the better class.
my own infirmary.
It's more up to the standards of Awakening spellcaster, like Robin level.
Progress.
Alright, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Golden Deer House.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of
Thank you,
victory
thank you.
is sugary sweet.
Though also, it's interesting to know both Blue Lion and welcome back, Shaz. And Black Eagle both have hello kitty kitty. Both have spellcasters in that. It seems that Landcaster, the Golden Deer, is mostly physical. So I might have to scoop up some of the spellcasters, or even make Blythe a spellcaster. Oh, also on the loading screen, you can also jump as well,
Great
pressing
work,
B,
Teach.
for whatever
That was a
reason.
brilliant win.
There's no jumping in the game, but the loading screen has it.
Playing ignorant as to the quality of your command and deflecting the praise to your students. You really are a model professor, Teach. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, but I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have
Welcome to
transpired
everyone in
before
stream.
leading
Thank
us
you
into
for
battle.
lurking and chilling along. I hope you enjoy this, whether it's studying, working,
And we won. I love it.
or just finding some entertainment.
Child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for
I wouldn't be
today,
playing if
Professor.
it weren't for you
I
lot.
have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Mary?
Getting that multitask in there, Mars.
Oh, yes, of course. Well done, Professor.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leo?
Don't get in trouble now.
In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience. Right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
Not the finely aged cheese.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the
One moment,
Archbishop
chat
before the
has
deadline.
decided to crash
Understood?
on me.
I will soon provide you
So
with the
give me a hot
necessary
second
details
while
for your
I
first
reset
mission.
it.
If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so
I just happened to
shamelessly
chime in
down
as you
the
said that. Don't need you inciting a riot there,
Have you no words for me?
there, mod.
Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock. Whatever shall I do with you? I am alive within the confines of your heart. I am unknown to all but you, but through your eyes and ears, I
Also,
see
for those who
you.
are just tuning in, I've played this game a few times, but I will do my best not to divulge any spoilers for the other routes. I am playing the Golden Deer House, which is new to me, but the features and functions and baseline of the story is not.
What is this nonsense?
And for those of you who have played it,
To kill as many noble
please be
people as
mindful of
possible.
those who haven't.
No one said anything about the Knights
And to
of
you,
the
Mars,
Ceremony
banana bread.
on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to.
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
Oh.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all.
Well,
Now I must
I would say
locate
that's the
your
most straightforward villain we've had so far in the franchise.
Back here! Damn you!
Part 1. White Cloud.
I am glad to be playing this on.
Familiar scenery.
I am glad to be playing this on a Switch too. Yes, there's gardening. You missed a fair bit while you went out for your wander off into the real world. But yes, as I was saying, playing this on Switch too, I definitely have a lot less lag, especially when it comes to larger scale battles. Later on, there are quite a few busybodies on the board, lots of enemies moving about in the larger scales, and the loading time is a lot better. I think playing it even on the OLED, I would occasionally get up like a minute on a loading screen, especially when it had to load like the open world.
You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the knights when it is
Imagine
time
if
to
they...
depart.
A colony
Until then,
sim would be interesting, yeah.
Use your time wisely.
Well,
More bandits.
you said you haven't played Fates then. Fates doesn't have a quote-unquote proper colony sim, but it does have a base builder for resources and shops and stuff like that.
Well, as long as you're with us, at least things.
Again, it's not a true colony sim, but it does have sort of that element to it. Used to be able to share it. Used to be able to share it via like Street Pass and stuff. Unfortunately, since the Nintendo DS store shut down 2 years ago, the people who were still playing it have been left in the dust. Surprisingly, it was still quite lively. Both Awakening and Fate still had a lot of people playing it. Even though, agreed by the community, most people hate Fate. You'd be surprised the amount of times I take my the amount of times I take my DS out for a wander when I'm out doing chores and stuff like that, and the green little light will pop up, or like I'd come home and someone's gone across and visited my castle while I was out and about.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer.
I've even had some more recently. Street Pass isn't completely shut down. I've had a me or two visit.
Contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for
It's definitely dying now, but people didn't flaunt it like the Nintendo Switch in public, but people definitely had them nestled in their bags. Especially if you went to your nerdy epicenters.
Don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die.
See, as much as I love, you know, consoles and Viva Pinata, the Nintendo DS is definitely something you're gonna have to pry out of my cold dead hands, no matter how old it gets.
Settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Tell me, chat, do any of you have your, do you have a favorite console or your PC master race? I hadn't thought about taking it to cons before. Would definitely be a good place to get some extra stuff through. I wonder if Street Connect still works. See if you can still get bonuses through that. Because I know the online store has been shut down, but I think updates and stuff were still going for a little while afterwards. Alright, now we have unlocked the Abyss. The Abyss is a place that is related to the Cindered Shadows DLC. As I've mentioned to... Hello. My gaming buddy has a lot to say at the moment. Is from the Cindered Shadows DLC. I've already finished that on this account, so I will be able to recruit the characters into my house. If you would love to see me play that gameplay, look out for future streams, or maybe even a Let's Play on the YouTubes. The YouTubes. The meow actually comes through. She definitely has a lot to say. At the moment. I don't know about the rest of you, but
You can't be serious. I need your help.
it is certainly cold for me tonight, chat. I am in the southern hemisphere, so it is currently 9 degrees here in the great Australia.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
Yes, it's bloody cold. It's not even winter yet, is it?
Nothing to report.
It's still only autumn.
Here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see.
Or is it? No, it's June, that's right.
You do know about the pond.
Today
behind
is the
dining
1st
hall,
of the
right?
6th.
You can fish there. Give it a try.
I'm a whole month behind, apparently.
Welcome. This one?
Thank you. Please come again.
Don't get me wrong, as much as I love the Pro Controller, the capture button on the particular one that I own is super close to the minus button, and I keep hitting it by accident. Bye bye, Mars. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully you can catch the stream later. I'll be streaming for a while. Might even switch games.
Care to duel? What?
Hello there. You there. We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
There were way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Someone has a sweet tooth.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Ooh, same. I'll definitely remember that. Would you kindly do something for me?
Quite a few good people in this one. I think I will go Lorenzo. Perhaps
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint. This looks delicious. Let's eat.
I also love the variety in the art style. Like, obviously, they only could go so far with the old art using the portraits and everything. They definitely nail a lot more diversity in their characters. Hardest part, yes. Who do I share it with? Especially those who are... Kitty! Kitty 1. Kitty 2. Oh, I can't click on the kitty 2. Kitty 3. Oh, that was quite lucky of me. Truly riveting gameplay. But stuff like this is how you raise your professor level, which gives you extra lucky day, extra points towards activities, which then allows you to do more in these days. Over the jester there. Actually, I'm pretty sure from fishing there is a goldfish, a platinum fish, and a silver fish, and they are for selling to get gold or some really high level recipes later on. So I don't know what just happened there. My captious HUD decided to give out on me there. I hope it did not affect you on your side of the stream. It's good now. So did something happen when it flickered out? Alright. As long as it's nothing too, catastrophic.
Have we met? No. Sorry. Must be my imagination.
Professor, I'm not very confident. I should probably stay behind for this one, or help plan the attack instead.
Though I really wish the Fire Emblem games would get a... even if it's just a fidelity update for the Switch 2, it would definitely be a bit nicer, because I'm finding that the quality is squishing a little. truly. I know I had 5 of you in here earlier.
Professor, hey, do you know how old?
That's enough, Leah.
Tell me
If I
what's
don't
the
know, how can my
first?
child know?
10 views.
It's not
Oh
normal to
my.
forget your own age, you know.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point.
That's
of
quite interesting.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
I suppose maybe it's not a popular category, especially after Twitch took off during the pandemic. But as I say many times over and over again, it's for the joy of sharing it with people. Yes.
Such an innocent face you have. This is
The shooty pew pews definitely have
especially not if you're
have people's
carrying
attention. Or the pure farming sims also. Stardew Valley and the likes. And while I do like those particular farming games and stuff, and even the occasional shooty pow pow, playing Marvel Rivals has become an obsession lately, and might appear on my variety streams on Saturdays.
I guess welcome to Abyss. This town is full of rough and toughs, so watch your back down here.
Yes, Devil Dino is definitely good fun. It's a great starting point, especially if you want to play tank without all those things getting in the way.
Need something? This one? This one? See you again soon.
Yes, there's one over here. Happy.
Come on, who are you? Wait, shut up. Let me guess. You're that new professor, right? You just started teaching up on the surface.
Yeah, he's a little broken. His stats are pretty basic, but he just has a lot of shielding. Even normal quick games, he's got like 20-30k blockage.
Even here, people have been talking about you. Not that the gossip got everything right. I heard you were beautiful, but obviously that was an exaggeration.
Ouch, Happy.
What? You want to know if I can help out? I've got time, but I don't want to spend it all serving the church. Don't make that face. Fine. I'll back you up. Yeah, sure thing. You know, I've never really had a teacher before, and it'll be my first time at the Officers Academy. Sounds like fun. Oh, Chatterbox. You been looking for me? I'd prefer not to visit the surface if I can help it. I don't want to run into any knights.
Alright, who's the other one here? Balthazar's here? Yes, Balthazar's down the other end.
Haven't seen your face before. You're clearly not from around here. You don't strike me as the thief or merchant type. I don't owe you money, do I? Oh, you're that new teacher everyone's been yapping about. Funny. Next to me, you don't look so tough.
Not everyone can be built like a brick house, Balthazar.
Don't beat around the bush, pal. You want my help, yeah? Can't blame ya. Look, I get it. You're the new professor. You've got a lot on your plate. You need backup? I'm your guy. Fine, you've talked me into it. But I'm gonna need you to sweeten the deal, if you catch my drift. Beautiful. Now about that
Aren't you supposed to be straight boastful?
your classes whenever the mood strikes. I get bored from time to time.
You getting your feelings all muddled up in here?
Well,
Not to say that he's
Drove
not
all
hot.
the way here just to stare at my rippling abs, or did you want something? If you're gonna ask me for help on the surface,
Oh no, he's self-aware.
I try not to go up there unless I absolutely have to.
I don't know about that.
Whoever you are, it doesn't matter much to me. But I do advise getting out of here before you get tangled up in trouble. Unless you've been sent here under someone's orders. In which case, I'll happily show you a good time. Well, I do like people with a healthy curiosity. You are aware of how dangerous it is down here.
Why so feminine? Yes, Yuri is definitely a pretty boy.
Monastery kind of recently. Yeah, you're the one I've heard so much about. Well, I guess it's fine you're here then. You can call me Yuri. You'll want to remember that if you ever come back.
The unfortunate choice of name as well certainly doesn't help.
Want my help,
If you know, you know.
Sure, why not? But I don't do anything for free. In exchange, let me attend the lectures you give those noble kids, yeah? It's a deal. Come on by whenever you need me. If you're wondering why I won't...
Yes, it's very much like that. It's like Libra from Awakening. Crum's awkward conversation of thinking that Libra is a woman.
Ah, it's you. Bit of a trek coming all the way down here, huh? I'll be helping you out now. But just so you know, my life is still down here. If you can't find me in the classroom on the surface, you'll likely find me here instead.
And who might you be? Not an Abyssian, that much is clear at a glance. A visitor from above, perhaps? With what purpose? I'm sure I must have misheard you. Either that, or you haven't the slightest inkling of where you are. Oh, but of course! You must be the new teacher specially appointed by Lady Rhea. That is it, yes? Rumors have been flying underground about you. Well then, I am Constance von Nouvelle. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Margaret from Persona? You talking about the voice actor, or you mean the character in general? Though I have to admit, now that I look at her, oh yeah, they do look similar. I have to admit, no, Margaret is Persona 4. I haven't played it, so I don't know much about it. I've played Persona 3 though. 3 is definitely a favorite. I also own 5, but haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh, have you come to beg my assistance? Then rejoice, for you have the aid of a Nouvelle. You did come seeking my aid, yes? Hopefully with something befitting my station?
I believe also Persona Q, the Labyrinth, the DS games, have the twins as well. Or a set of twins. Which I'm pretty sure is also from Persona 3. I can't quite remember, it's been such a long time. Also, I do love Constance's... It's Persona 2. Yeah. I do love Constance's design. I love that she has the purple on the inside, like... Oh, I'm in the way at the moment. But let me shuffle out of the way. She has purple inside of her ringlets. It's such an interesting design. Yeah, so, boastful. I've only played the original Labyrinth. The Labyrinth has... The original Q has the twins as well. Because I have, characters from 2, 3, and it's 4, I think. Yeah.
An assignment. I was a former attendee there myself, you know. I shall be a model of grace in my duties.
Also, Constance has a really funny funny interaction that happens later on. Anytime she steps into the sunlight.
I prefer not to be above ground during the day when I can help it, unless there are storm clouds above.
What, Persona Q2 or Persona 4? Or even Q1? Alright, now that I've recruited them, I'm gonna double check I don't have any professor points left over. I do have 1. I'm gonna talk to Claude.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to
Ah,
know
nice, you've
knights
beaten
would be
both.
after
Nice,
them the
nice.
moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience.
The
Any
one
chance to
NPC
grow is a good
marching
thing.
back and forth in the background.
Is there
Very
anything else
serious.
you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that? Students aren't if you want to. The house a student belongs to is, of course, if you do. Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me.
Now it's
to follow
interesting,
your example and study
like
even
most other
more
games,
closely.
my unit can be
Perhaps we
various
could train
different
together
classes.
sometime.
I
I'd love to
found
test myself
using
against
them
your
as
sword
a
skills, though.
brawler or like a war monk when you don't have Balthazar is really good. But as a standard, they are a sword user. Their main weapon that they get a hold of is a very fancy sword. So they don't do too bad as mercenary and the likes of that.
If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
But I'm wondering if Mike goes spellcaster. It seems that
Hello there. Are you that new professor?
it seems that the Golden Deer lacks spellcasters.
I'm a merchant who slings wares all
So maybe I
across
might pop
England
myself
and
into
beyond.
the
I
War
come here
Cleric
all the time,
along with
so I'm sure
Balthazar's
it
War
comes
Monk,
across
or
more.
might even just go a
Hopefully,
straight
much more.
mage. I have yet to go to the church. Everyone loves Robin. Everyone loves Awakening. And I suppose that's one of the unfortunate things about Engage. They dulled a lot of that down.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
I see. Thank you for paying me. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something you seem I can often be found?
It's the other way. Oh, no. Sedith is not in here today. Where is he? Ah, it's Harmon who's in here.
Hey, you.
And what game would that be?
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance. Even members of the church are forbidden
I don't think I know Hotel Dusk. What's that one about?
Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
I'm always loving to look for new games, especially on the older hardwares.
Thanks for your help.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like
Sounds
that,
interesting.
simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible. And
Also,
Lady
I'm
Ray's
pretty
insight as
sure
to
you
your
can
potential
actually
is doubly
lose
so.
the mock battle. So it's like any old point and click. Either it's this way or the other way, because I'm incredibly directionally challenged. I did go the correct way.
I'm so glad to be reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. Oh, I agree. They're
I don't think many games used the microphone. I don't even think Brain Training used the microphone. I think definitely some of my favorites was like the old school girly pop DS games. I think one of my favorites, you held the DS sideways the entire time, and like the game was entirely in portrait mode.
Huh? Your class? I can see. However, I still have a lot of books I wish to read in this.
Magic reasoning. Yeah, so it does. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. I'm always looking for stuff like that. The game I played was very girly pop, you know. Good old Imagine series. I'm pretty sure it's a party planner. You know, back when they had the hand-drawn art style instead of the weird 3D. I'll have to keep my eye out and let me know if that sequel's worth anything.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. All right, there's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhart's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister
I think
of
I
the
get it,
Imperial
chat.
Household. Finally,
The
we
Academy
have
is
Duke
very
Garrett, the
auspicious
Minister of Foreign Affairs,
with all its
and
fancy
my own
people.
father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened
I'm
future.
pretty sure Edelgard is the successor to the Empire. Would that be treason, chat? Prime Minister going above their station?
There is nothing I cannot achieve. Oh, well, the eldest son.
Dexterity and heavy armor. Ooh.
favor to ask.
Yes.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Oh, you are. I'm already having so much fun in my current.
Magic and bow. Oof.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indek?
Saint Kathleen.
Now that you are a member of the church. Inside the Saint... Now that you... I have something to ask of you.
Now, later on, these statues are where those renown points go, next to where I was in the abyss earlier.
Professor, I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Hey, Professor, I've been thinking, maybe I ought to get serious about studying.
I did not expect him to be so easily won over.
Wow, very decisive.
Very loose loyalties there, Sylvain.
On time and in the front row and everything. You'll never have a better student.
Why do I feel like he's not there for the classes?
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far. Word of advice, Professor.
I suppose with assets like that, I would not be surprised.
Well done. You have my thanks.
God bless the assets. So be the quote from a mod.
Hello, name's I come here.
I suppose that's why the stream is 18 plus.
Thank you.
I'm not good,
Yes.
but I'm loud. You
Terrorize the AI bots.
Singing is nice, isn't it?
I did not have a
The
potty
only
mouth.
thing is, I've
I
heard
have
things
not
about
sworn
Eloise.
once. Yet.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh, right. Weren't you on an errand of some sort? I don't see you here in my my studio. Keeping tabs on me.
Don't tell me. No one bothered to show you the standard procedure for lectures? I guess it's up to me to save the day. Before, after all, it's probably but by overcome. A student, how it's possible in any case. Student, if you that don't slack.
All right.
let's do this.
We are coming up on the 3-hour mark. So I shall be playing this for a little bit longer. We'll get one more round of fights in. And then I shall switch over to the second game for today, which will be Ruin Factory Guardians of Zuma, the newest Guardians of Zuma to come out. Now, it is not just a town simulator with a bit of dungeon crawling. There is much more overworld and town simulations built into this one, so I implore you to stick around and have a try of a new game. I believe it is face that I'm looking for.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something? I grasp it so much more perfectly.
That felt a little mean. The fact that that was... I think both of our muscle-bound class members are not the sharpest tools in the shed. I guess I could not say anything but yes. But I think that felt a little unnecessary there.
We'd better get to work.
We'll manage.
It's finished.
Now, unfortunately, unlike the other games, there is no wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey stuff, so there will be no child units. Pairing up is purely aesthetics.
I'm a well-oiled machine. Thanks.
Now, I know I've been playing it nice and slow. Game hasn't been too fast-paced. But as we go along, it's probably going to get faster and faster as I go about doing more and more things.
Oh, that concept may be
But don't
new
be
to a
afraid to
lowly
chatter.
mercenary like you. When higher paid as for if you succeed, if you join,
Was that onslaught? Why does Happy not start with a weapon? I've never recruited Happy before. What happened to their weapon? I hope we have something to... Ah, they have magic. They don't have a weapon because they use magic. Oh, I completely forgot about that. That's another thing that's different from the old games. Magic isn't a resource like a weapon is. It doesn't break anymore. You just learn it depending on your faith or reason skills. I think. Or it does have uses, but it recharges. At least some items do in this. And another thing is you have the ability to move your units around if you want to swap and change where people are.
Stay focused.
Sally forward!
I stand ready. Ready and willing. Ready anytime.
Yep.
Who, me?
Sure thing. I'm on it.
I do also love that their personal level still has the 8-bit sprout. It's unnecessary, but it's quite cute. My lord, you missed 2 16s there. Are you alright? Apparently.
Should I have held back?
See, this is why I love the brawler for the Warmonk class. The continuous hits are fantastic, especially on higher difficulties, because even missing you still have a decent hit chance.
Not too shabby.
I put in some work.
what's next?
Though looking at it, Lorenzo is... Yes, my asthma does look like that. But I don't understand why Lorenzo is so weak. Especially compared to, like, Sylvain. Like, I know Sylvain starts at level 3, especially when you recruit him. But you think they'd make it more worth having a person of your own house rather than someone else.
It was a good try.
I say that as I replaced Raphael with Balthazar. Really now?
A grand skirmish.
You're stronger than I look, yeah?
Now, Yuri is another good character to pick up if you're in the DLC, because he can end up as the Trickster class, which was quite a nasty class in Fates.
I could use a break.
Though, just like Fire Emblem Awakening, you can also end up highly overleveled on specific characters, which makes it difficult for the harder levels.
Each battle, a chance to grow. You fought well.
Well, I was gonna say, after that slow beginning, we're certainly picking up the pace a lot.
Hold you up.
Oh, that's gonna be overkill.
Each battle. a
I do
chance
love
to
the
grow.
upgrade to the critical screen.
Seems I've exhausted.
That shall do nicely.
Well done.
No, I haven't. What's that? Do tell.
be gone.
I've been practicing that one.
Yeah, no, then that's definitely not a game. My use of more modern type of turn-based is relatively new.
I've reached.
You're out of luck. I like how this feels.
So also, I hope my mic has been doing a bit better. Seeing as I
Friend.
seeing as I messed with my mic settings so you don't have to hear the obnoxiously loud mashing of my controller or my keyboard.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Everyone should sing louder. It feels so good just to let it out.
You miss it already then.
You can't argue with.
I do like that they make it much easier to level it so you can get higher level weapons a bit better.
All that studying has paid dividends.
Because that's one of the things I hated about Awakening, having to, in order to use the higher level weapons, you really had to grind them. Alright. We're going to end the gameplay here for the Three Houses. I thank you for coming along for this. Now, the stream is not over. We will now be switching over to Ruin Factory. And if you wish to see more of this game, tune in tomorrow for Nintendo Tuesdays. A variety day where we play specifically Nintendo-based games. You can even suggest some, or if any particular have a raving review from previous streams or via YouTube, you will find them played more here.